Yes and no. I mean, I think we have to keep the perspective. You know, we had our first podium today and also a 1-2 finish for Ganassi Racing. So obviously, you know, tough when I think we really had, you know, the right strategy and the pace to win the race. With those 5 lap cars in front, it was always going to be difficult, and I was really frustrated on the radio, and Barry, my strategist, tried to really keep me calm and tried to pick off one by one. So I used a lot of my push to pass to get through, you know, Chilton and Marco and whoever it was in front of me. And I think it's a bit of a shame because, you know, maybe the fans are missing out on a good battle when you have to race cars that are fighting for P24. But anyways, you know, that's what it is. But I really want to credit Chip for letting us race. For the last lap, I think everyone enjoyed that. We enjoyed that. We were banging wheels in turn 2 there. It was a bit exciting, but you know, Scott is always going to fight you hard, but fair, and I think I did the same, and maybe one more lap we could have got him, but yeah, it was awesome.
So turn 2, did you expect to be that close to him when you arrived at turn 2?
Yeah, I was, and I saw that he was struggling both with fuel and especially tires, and he braked kind of early into 2, and I thought he actually kind of let me go because he was going a lot slower at the time. And then he kind of veered in the last moment, and we hit a little bit, and yeah, I just picked up a lot of dirt to my tires. I couldn't really make that attack I wanted for the last couple of corners. But yeah, you know, he's clever, and he's never going to be easy to pass, even when he's running out of tires. But yeah, it was a good day. I want to thank Honda and Clover and NTT Data for just putting together an awesome package from quality onwards, and actually we struggled a little bit in practice, and then we just came out on top with a 1-2 finish.
Questions? We're back here in the back, right on the mic.
I haven't seen Dario this happy in a long time. He was in your pits, I think, for most of the race, or the entire race. Can you give me a little bit of feedback about what he was helping you with, you know, how helpful it is, and exactly what maybe his feel? Well, he's happy you're all out, but it feels like his success and your success are going hand in hand.
Yeah, definitely. He was really happy, and I think he likes when I'm going for it. You know, when I'm not playing it safe and not, you know, thinking about, you know, too much ahead, just trying to attack and be aggressive. And it was the same at the Indy 500 where we started in the back and I was finding my way forward. And even if we had a crash in the end, he was just super happy. And it's like, you can see he's over the moon when you have a good performance. Then actually in the race he doesn't talk to me, but during the weekend he's a great support. And I think, you know, both on the road course and especially the ovals, he's just always there. And he's been, you know, almost every session I've done in an IndyCar. So yeah, we really have a good relationship, and he's also to thank for this good result.
Question on your left in the back.
Yeah, Felix, congratulations first. You just said a couple of minutes ago, banging wheels was exciting, but should it be also not a risk to lose your second overall position?
Well, it's always a trade-off, you know. If you play it too safe, you're never going to win a race. And I think, I mean, if the team tells you to go for it, you go for it. That's also an instruction. You know, the instruction was not to take it easy and not pass Scott. You know, they said try to get him, but think about, you know, he's your teammate. And you know, in Indy, it's kind of a mixed call. But in IndyCar, you can touch, and we see all the time that you touch and it's safe. You know, we can always bang wheels, and I think that's one of the great things with the sport, that we can actually go really aggressive against each other without spinning or losing parts. And you know, I actually had a touch with Chilton once. He kind of brake checked me in turn 12, I think it was, and I ran into his rear wheel, and my car was fine. And I think that makes up for you know, a lot of the good racing we have in the series.
In the very back.
Felix, they mentioned on the radio, you just mentioned it, that they said, you know, remember, he is your teammate. Did that play into your aggression level, you know, going against Scott at the very end there, and a brief follow-up?
I mean, if it was someone else, obviously you would have gone a bit harder, but being Scott, you know he's gonna fight you fair. I mean, I know a couple of other drivers in this championship who, you know, I wouldn't go even as hard as I did with Scott, because it would just be an accident. So yeah, I think, you know, he's always on the right level of aggression and safety at the same time. And I really enjoy it. You know, every time I fight against him, it's actually impressive how clever he is, not only when it comes to his speed, but also the way he races and when you race side by side, he rarely takes the wrong decision, and you could see that today. You know, he was on poor tires, low fuel, and he still came out in front. I'm sure we would have got him with another lap, but you know, the race is what it is. The lap cars is what it is, and you know, he won the race. So credit to him, and maybe next time we get him.
What did he teach you on the last lap there with how close y'all were battling?
Sorry?
What did he teach you? What did you learn on that last lap there from him when you were battling like that?
Well, I mean, he never gives up, and I think that goes, you know, what Ryan was saying. When you're on a three-stopper, for example, you have to push every lap. You just have to, every 10th counts, and how close the series is right now, you can't afford to just play it safe at any time. Even with the lapped cars, like I used probably 60 seconds of push to pass just to get through lapped cars, and yeah, it's just tough all the time, and sometimes you feel you're wasting tires, wasting push to pass to get through the field, but in the end it's actually worth it, because whenever you pass someone, you just take off, like your lap time goes, it's like 1 second quicker. So yeah, it's a tough form of racing.
On your extreme left.
Felix, congratulations first. Were you affected at all by, in that battle, by the fact that if you got it horribly wrong, Hunter Ray and Newgarden closed like right back up to your tailpipe? So if you'd had a scruffy moment, they could both, like a Chip Ganassi 1-2 would go out and win them.
I think it was pretty safe because we had those lapped cars behind, and I mean, they didn't make it easy for me, and I don't think they made it easy for Ryan either. So we kind of had a buffer in the back, and as long as they were there, I thought it was safe. But obviously, if we had 2-3 more laps, it's going to be a real scrap to the end there with maybe 3-4 cars. So yeah, no, but I think it was at this time it was all good.
Down in front.
A little bit of symmetry here that this finish came at Mid-Ohio, where did a story on you earlier in the week. This is where it all started for you.
Yeah, it's always been a place I liked. You know, I never actually raced here, but you know, there's always been a good flow for me at this track. Maybe it reminds a bit more of the European tracks, kind of flowing, pretty smooth. You know, it's not as bumpy as most of the tracks we have here. Yeah, it's just keep bringing me good memories here at Mid-Ohio. It's an awesome place, and I also want to thank all the fans for coming out. Like, it's one of the races you really think about fans when you're in the car, because you can see them everywhere. And yeah, cool that everyone comes out to this race every year.
And also the value having Dario working with you for most of the season, and also what did Chip say to you?
He was over the moon. I think he was happy with the 1-2. Dario was also over the moon. I think everyone deserved, you know, we had a tough year. Even Scott had a tough year. I think he's been excellent. I've been struggling a little bit mid-season, had sort of flashes of speed all the time, never managed to put it together. But this weekend, everything just came together for both of us. And yeah, I think everyone it's a big relief, especially for the 10-car crew, to get that podium. You know, it's been a long time, and you can see they're hungry for it every weekend. And yeah, big credit to them. They did an awesome job the whole weekend.
Question right here in front again.
Were you surprised that he was able to make the Reds last that long? I was thinking you might have had a shot at him sooner. Were you surprised that he was able to stretch him that far?
Well, I thought that was good on my Reds as well. I think we could have done a 2-stopper if we wanted to, but I think we decided to split, you know, the strategies on the 2 cars, because if you have the opportunity, you kind of want to, you know, if you have 2 cars running 1 and 2, you don't want to go the same strategy in case something goes wrong. So obviously Scott being the master of fuel save, I think they decided to go with that strategy for him, and I went for a 3-stopper. But I thought the Reds held on well, and actually the further the race went, the better they held on, because the grip improves in the track all the time. So I saw a bunch of cars being lapped down that had Reds, and they had good pace. So yeah, I think, you know, the further the race goes, the better the Red goes as well.
All right, seeing no further questions.
Hey, Aaron.
Apparently Tim does.
Sorry,
I was behind it. Couldn't see. Because how much does it damper your, I don't know, your aggressiveness when you see it's your teammate between you and victory?
Well, it's always playing with fire, you know. When you see that orange car, you know, Chip's first rule is always don't take out your teammate, then we're going to have a serious discussion. He always says that before the race, and those words stick in your head for sure when you're catching up to Scott. But as I said before, you know, I trust him to to give the room when it's needed and to be aggressive when it's needed, and I didn't really feel worried about it. I mean, when my team trusts me to go for it, I trust them that that's the right call, and I do what I'm told, and that was the call, you know, go for it, have fun.